Talk about your relationship with Nipsey, man. Nipsey's somebody who, you know, I was close with since about 2009. One of the greats. You're on arguably one of the best songs on Victory Lap. You know, I know I'd always see all the XO guys around Nip. Like anytime he would do an activation, I'd see Nav over there. Talk about y'all's relationship, man.
When I first came to LA, man, Nip was somebody that was just like instantly, you know, a friend. It was crazy. Like, just like 2-3 weeks and then knowing Nip, I felt like I knew him for like 10 years.
Right. He was that kind of guy for sure.
Yeah, and he would pull up to the house. You know, he would come through with Slow. Mm-hmm. Shout out to Slow. Slow was living with me at the time in Studio City. Mm-hmm. And Nip would pull up, man, and just like it wasn't even about like working. He wouldn't even want to, you know, not like he wouldn't want to, but he wouldn't even play his records. He'd just be like, man, let me hear what you working on. I thought that was so dope because, you know, rappers get
everybody wants to play you their shit.
And they're like, yo, where's the aux? You know,
pass
what I mean?
the aux.
And he was always just like, nah, I want to hear what you working on. Like he was just genuinely like, you know, always interested in whatever was going on. It was vice versa. You know, like I was always a fan of Nip. Wasn't just from when we met. Before we met, I was a fan of him.
Right,
you know
right.
what I mean? So I made sure I let that be known, you know, throughout the whole course of us working together and being friends and all that. I let people know the level this guy was on was different. You know what I'm saying? Like it was something special to see somebody like that come around.
And Double Up, like, was that something that was pretty much like done and then you added your part, or like how did you end up on that song? Because it's like I said, one of the best songs on the project for sure.
Man, they brought me the song and were like, basically, you know, Nip been wanting to work with you on something, whatever. Like he doesn't know that we're giving you this, so just, you know, do your thing, and then we're just gonna basically like, you know, play it for him and be like, yo, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And yeah, it was nuts, bro. Like I remember I did this. There's way more of that song that never made it to the song.
Did you have a verse on it ever?
I had a verse on the song.
It was funny because that was when I first got the fucking Victory Lap on Spotify. That was the first song I went to, and I was so disappointed that you didn't rap on it. I mean, you did your thing on it, but I was like, oh, Belly and Nip.
That part that Nip ended up using throughout the song, that was like my outro after my verse. So that was like, you know, that's how like I kind of ended my verse, and but it was long as shit, man.
I mean, it's a long song currently.
That's what I'm saying. The song's about to be like 7 minutes and 45 seconds.
Right,
so
right.
I was never like, damn, why didn't you keep? You know, I was just happy to be part of it. That project was a classic to me. The first time I heard it, I was like, this shit is a masterpiece. You know, in our world, that's a masterpiece right there.
100%, man. Yeah, I think we get one of those albums like every few years, where we're like, yo, this will live forever. You know what I'm saying? And I think your album might be one of those, man. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I appreciate you, bro. Thank you. I hope so, bro. Like, you know, I make this shit between four walls. I think I told you this when you came, you know, because you were one of the first people that came through and listened to the full length, mastered versions of the songs, you know?